hi there, I'm Cherie.
I'm Chris.
Technomadia.
And we're back in our bus, which actually feels really nice. But, well, our bus is not in the best of shape at the moment. There's wires hanging down. There's things in the ceiling. There's holes
no
cut
windows.
everywhere.
See the
Oh yeah, and
window view
our
we got.
big, wonderful, nice view of cardboard windows. So as you can see, the bus was not ready when we anticipated it to be.
So a quick recap, we had coordinated with MasterTech RV in Elkhart, Indiana to do a repainting of the RV over the summer, as well as do some other projects. We started this planning process back in March with Tim, the owner of the company, and had arranged to arrive in late May, and then we arranged a 6-week vacation, which was up to Alaska, which you've probably hopefully seen the recap of that amazing adventure. And while that was done, he had committed to finishing the paint job as well as some of the other projects that we put on his plate, and with them kind of wrapping up around the time we got back from Alaska.
We would move back, we'd finish the projects together in early August, and we'd be back on the road early August.
Ideally, right now, we'd be doing this video cast from,
Kansas,
Colorado,
maybe.
Kansas, somewhere else. But no, we got back we ended up extending our vacation by a week.
There was this constant stress all through the trip, because we weren't getting enough status updates, and what we were getting was letting us know that very little was happening.
We came here on May 21st, spent a week with Tim going over our project list and ideas, measuring, researching parts together, ordering parts together, getting that all together. We left with a firm plan with him. And then we left on May 28th, went back to St. Louis to get ready to go up to Alaska. And we were getting no reports. We actually left video surveillance going while we're gone to see when project started. Nothing was happening. We checked in with them. It's yeah, we're pulling it into the shop tomorrow. Was always the story every single day. It was not until I think it was the port stop. It was the port stop before we got into our final stop in Alaska. We contacted them and said, we're about to get to Alaska. We're already 2 weeks into the time we allotted for this project, and you haven't even pulled the bus into the shop.
Yes.
And they did get it into the shop that next day, so that the bus would be in the shop when we arrived to Alaska.
And then there were bouts of very fast, rapid, exciting work. We get pictures of them dismantling the bus, and a lot of things would happen. And then not a lot of things would happen. So
the generator did get pulled, the hot water heater got pulled, the installation on the precision temp hydronic system started, and then we got we saw the pictures of the paint being stripped from the bus to get prepped for painting. We saw the primer going on. They're sending us photo updates, so great, things are going on track.
On occasion, photo updates, not enough, but just enough.
But they were getting them.
Yes, it was exciting.
And then. It was on the cruise back from Alaska. We got a call. We had a text message from Tim that said, "Hey, let's talk." And that's when he informed us that some damage had been done to the aluminum on the bus during the paint stripping. Now, he hired a contractor. This was not done by the MasterTech staff, so it was a contractor. And
it got complicated from there.
It got complicated from there. Pictures were not sent to us immediately, but by the time he notified us of the damage, it had already been 10 days since it was done, and he had already come up with a solution to the situation. We weren't sure about it, but
he was excited by it. We're like, oh, okay, Tell us more. Then there was not a lot of good.
And then because it was going to be an insurance claim against the contractor's work insurance. He said, he had a plan in place, which involved basically replacing a lot of the aluminum on the bus. So he had tracked down replacement parts for it. And
that's kind of scary.
It was really scary to take off all the skin. The biggest issue being the rivets. Is the original rivets are still on our bus, and they were buck riveted when it was, access to it. And it would have to be pull rivets now to put them on, which look very different than the original rivets. And it wouldn't be replacing all the rivets, just 2,000 of them.
You'd have a very big mix and match of rivets. You'd have a lot of unknowns of what's lurking under these panels that have been in place at least 20 years, if not a lot longer.
It wasn't. So we got back from Alaska. Still the insurance is held off on the project going forward.
Yes.
There's a lot of other projects that could have been going on. The hydronic system, the generator install. There's a lot of things that were not dependent upon. Now the paint job stopped because they didn't want to risk nicking the new paint if they're replacing
Changing
panels. Understood that.
But all the other projects stopped too, which was the very unfortunate part. And
so we got back from Alaska. We had already had house sitting duty lined up when we got there in St. Louis with Chris's parents, so we couldn't come up here immediately. We finally got Tim on the phone on actually a video call, and he committed to get moving forward despite the insurance and moving forward with his plan of action. We're like, well, we'd like to come up and see it. And he said, and by the time you get up here, I will have the hydronic system completed, and I'll have a lot of the roof stuff put back on, because the air conditioner stuff can go back on at this point.
Yes.
So that's what we expected when we arrived on Monday morning.
We thought we were going to do just a 2-day quick check-in here in Elkhart, but it turned into a 4-day tough love session, I guess.
Well, I don't know. We got here, nothing had been done. No one had touched the coach.
We're still waiting for various things, and the clock is ticking.
We would check in with Tim every single morning, and we'd say, okay, I'll be right with you. And it would get to end of day, and he'd say, yeah, tonight I'm planning to do the awning fabrication. I'm planning to do this project or that project. They'd never get done. They never get started. The panels that he ordered in finally did arrive while we were here. And our big issue was those rivets. Are the rivets going to look good enough that they would look better than what the damage that had been done to the metal? And when he showed us, he did several samples of how the rivets would be pulled on some spare metal, and they don't look even close. They would, having 2,000 bad scratched up rivets from shaving them.
Actually, probably would have cumulative more scratches than all the scratches that were being replaced by the non-scratch panels.
So we had to unfortunately turn down the solution of having MasterTech replace all the aluminum. I don't know if someone could do rivets better, but we just know that it could not be done in the shop.
We did not see the rivets looking good enough.
Definitely not on the timeline that we're on to get all these projects completed. Now, had they done all the other projects that could have, well, maybe we could be investigating that right now, but we have a half-paid-in bus. We have a whole bunch of half projects coming in next week. So we just actually had a sit-down meeting, brought in other project managers in the shop here, got them involved on it, and hopefully have a new start on this. Yes. Unfortunately, Tim took all of this on his own. I think he's just overloaded. There's too much going on in the shop.
He's trying to do way too much for
him
people.
To project manage his own this job on his own. So we now are involved with 2 other project managers here who will be taking over, leading on it, that we'll be able to work with.
And we'll be coming here to live on site and spend our days in a bus shop yard again.
But hopefully we've given them a deadline at the end of August, because we are committed to co-hosting the Escapers First Meetup, which is the new lifestyle group of the Escapees RV Club for the working aged RVer.
So hopefully we will see some of you in Albuquerque, or we'll at least be doing a video from Albuquerque, or maybe we'll be doing a video from here and sending it to Albuquerque, in which case we'll be very unhappy campers.
So that is the goal. The team we just met with, they have committed to we had to drop a lot of the extra projects that we had to get this done. We've had to just make some compromises to stick to this deadline. We have a very kind viewer who is loaning us their RV to live in on site here, so thank you for that. And we will have a place to live. We're going to go back to St. Louis right now for this weekend, get Kiki, because we're in major cat withdrawal, and bring her back. And so then we'll be on site when all the projects ramp up mid next week, and if they don't. So we'll probably be doing some regular updates on the progress.
So if you want bus shop or RV shop drama and
drama.
high adventure,
hopefully no drama. Hopefully no drama.
Well, no, drama can be success. Drama is good as well as bad. So it's dramatic. It's exciting. This is a bus coming together, all these pieces, and I mean, from the part they have painted, it's going to look.
Right,
gorgeous.
They have done some amazing body work on here. The work they have done, even with just the primer paint, it looks so much better. Even if we rolled out of here with primer paint, it probably would look better.
We would need windows, I think. Still,
windows we would need, but
okay.
The work they have accomplished so far, we are impressed with.
Yes.
It's just the timeline and the scheduling has gotten way out of whack. We're now over a month past due on the original timeline. and it's going to be 6 weeks past, and it's just the shop is overloaded. They have so much work coming in. They're short staffed. They have a whole bunch of people living out there in the parking lot waiting for jobs to be done too, and we know it's frustrating for everybody that is here and trying to get work done. And
but if you're looking for work as an RV tech, come here and join.
Master Tech needs
I
some
think they need to hire about 10 people, so RV techs, come to Elkhart.
There's good work to be had here at Elkhart, and definitely some skills are needed here.
Yes.
Anyway, that's our update. We will keep you updated as the bus project comes along. We wish we had better news to report. Trust us, we're just as frustrated as anyone, probably more frustrated than most anyone of us, because it's our home.
Yes.
We are technically homeless, and if it hadn't been for the kindness of others gifting us the use of their RV, and we would be staying in hotels at a very hefty cost.
And not comfortable in hotels.
Not comfortable. There's no
nice.
pet-friendly hotels nearby here, so that's very, very unfortunate. So
Thank
that's
you.
it.
This is
Well,
our
hopefully
video update, and see you in maybe a week, hopefully.